Hey there, I'm Nathan Kershaw and this is Nathan's Garage. And first off, let me say thank you so much for all your messages of support and also the messages that say, where the hell has the Mutt gone? Well, the Mutt's right here and she ain't going anywhere. She's in, shall we say, a little bit of a sabbatical, is that the right word? Enforced as it may be because of this. Not really gained full control of the old noggin yet. Still struggling a little bit, but not as bad as where I was probably a year ago now. So I guess that's a step in the right direction. But still on a journey to figuring out what's going on in here. There are another couple of additional factors that play into, shall we say, a lack of activity. The Bodhi dog, he's definitely well into his final chapter. And he's really important to me, so he's taking up a lot of my time right now because he's not too steady on his feet anymore, so he needs a lot of help moving around and needs a lot of support, which I'm very willing to give him because I love him a lot. That being said, although everything's at a standstill, everything is good and nothing's going anywhere. So let's have a quick walk through. As I say, the Mutt is exactly as you saw her last time. The wiring did batter my head. Joe, a very good friend who's helping me out with the wiring, is an absolute rock star, but nevertheless, it still overwhelmed me. The painless kits are still up there. I've had a read through the manual and it seems really simple, and I am so happy those guys are on board, and equally, if not more happy, for their, shall we say, patience in my lack of activity. So painless wiring, you're awesome. If you need wiring kits, please go to their website and support them and let them know that I sent you there. So as I say, the Mutt is here, all good, and just hanging out in the nice cool garage, which is not in the 111-degree heat. That makes her happy. One little project that I did do is, as a lot of you know, I want to do a white block rear wheel drive project. Now, made an engine stand and instantly made what we shall call a cock-up, because the sump should be level, not the deck. So the whole thing needs tilting over like that, all in good time. So just all need all this chopping off and tilting over. Got this adapter here, that's a 960 bell housing. Got this adapter from D-Works, DEEworks.ca in Canada, which adapts the 960 bell housing to a Borg Warner T5 with the Ford style bolt pattern. But also, I'm saying that, it's got two sets of bolt patterns, so it may either support the Chevy style as well, or that may allow it to twist. That's a mock-up head. Love the white block, not gonna lie, big fan. Now, as a lot of you long-term subscribers will know, when I get in a bad headspace, I sell everything really quickly. Like I sell everything within a day. One thing that became a little bit of a victim of that in this bad headspace go around was the frame swap. But don't panic, it's not that bad. Every part of the Vic is gone, apart from the mechanical stuff that I will need. Transmission is the last thing to go. Obviously the broken engine is inside and that's going to get dumped at some point. This is all junk from another project with a Volvo Yoda that just needs to get put in somebody's trash can. So now we're down to a bare frame. What engine's going to go in it? Don't know. What body's going to go on it? Don't know. If it's going to stick around in one piece? Don't know. If it's going to get chopped up? Don't know. We'll see. And now on to some current activity that I have been doing with Volvo Yoda on a new daily driver project. Good morning and welcome to Nathan's Garage. This morning I come to you from the forests of Borneo. Not really. Well, I had a couple of you going, didn't I? As I say, welcome to Nathan's Garage. If you'd like to support the channel in any way, all the links are in the description. If you want to buy a t-shirt, donate to the PayPal pool, anything like that, head down to the description and you can see where to go. Okay, so what's today's video about? Well, the long-time subscribers will know a little bit about Buzz Looserear, who's been the Infiniti QX4 parts getter, dog car, barn car, daily, kind of everything car for a few years now. And he's getting a bit long in the tooth. Plus, I'm not really too interested in that kind of vehicle. And I need to be interested in something to work on it. So, speaking to Volvo Yoda, I said, were any of his fleet for sale? Did he want to thin down at all? And lo and behold, yes he does. Well, not so much Volvo Yoda, but Fast Kev, who is Volvo Yoda's kind of like left and right hand man at points. So Kev wants to get rid of one of his cars. Guess we better go and have a look then. So there we go. This is it. This is the replacement. Needing a little bit of love, but you know what I mean. Volvo wagons are great for parts, dogs, and hay. So this is the before. Oh yeah, that's an issue. So we have a few engines and a transmission, so we're going to try and make something work out of all of them. Somehow, some way. So Fast Kev is going to take a few bits off, so it won't look quite like this, but it'll look similar. And hopefully next time we'll have an engine in and amongst those 4 engines, a combination of them should be good. There's a transmission somewhere. There we go. Full kit, we think, maybe, possibly. There's definitely going to be some junkyard runs, I'm quite sure. Right, since the last Volvo video, we've had developments, because it's moved from up there. It's now in the driveway, it's now clean, we vacuumed it out. Unfortunately got attacked by mice, but we think it's going to be okay apart from that. Fast Kev took his wheels, headlights are going to be changed out. Manual shifter cables are now in. The firewall was patched because this car was swapped to a 6-speed, which is a slightly shorter cables. Now it's gone back to a 5-speed, so we sorted that out. Now we're making a good engine. So this one melted a piston. So this engine melted a piston. So we're going to hopefully use 4 pistons out of this, possibly, or use all the pistons out of the knocking engine because we don't know if the conrod's good. But we know the crank's going to be bad, so we're using this crank out of this engine, and then possibly just the crank with new bearings, or possibly one of the pistons and conrods, I think.
Piston's different size.
Piston's different size?
No, it's just a rod.
So we're swapping pistons and rods? We're swapping the piston off the rod?
Just a rod.
Right, there you go. Because I don't know what I'm talking about. We're using possibly one of those rods. Hopefully not, because it'll be quicker if we don't. Okay, update complete. Just wanted to give you guys a bit of a tour of the hermetically sealed exterior race engine build shop of Nathan's Garage, care of Volvo Yoda. So, as you can see, perfectly protected by an easy up, clinical as ever. Then the cleaning method, which is the cleanest thing I've ever seen, is some of that nasty green stuff you buy from AutoZone that if you breathe it in, it feels like you're going to die. And a hose pipe and an airline. So all parts are clean. So what we've been able to put together from these 2 engines is we've got 4 good pistons and conrods, and obviously camshaft, got cylinder head cover, and that's the lower part of the bottom of the engine. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I've got to go to the scrapyard and find a 2.5 piston and rod that has the D notification on top, which is, I'm assuming, the same as motocross. It's a slightly different size grading. So that's that. So right now I'm swapping the main bearings from that block to this block, and we're going to be using that good crank out of that block, and it's going to be going in this block. Simple. So that really is it for this update. Bodhi is here, looking as startled as ever. As I say, things are going okay. Still got some figuring out to do. We're not there yet, but we are here. We're sticking around, and I'm not selling too many things right now. There you go. All right. From Bodhi, this rockstar dog, and me. See you next time.